Hello everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Today's Saturday, June 5th. Currently it's 63 degrees. High today is 85, a little warmer than it's been. Rain chance is 20%. Humidity is 83% right now. Winds are at 0 mile per hour. Air quality is 53, a little up. That's moderate. So, trying to get out here earlier to beat my painter. He should be here soon. So, let's get things going. When I trim this back, you can tell the new growth is really amazing now. Lots of new leaves. I trimmed that thing way down, if y'all remember, a few days ago. Looks a lot better. And here's a little plant I got Joy yesterday at Walmart. It's a cute little plant. And I repotted it into this pot. It's a, Moondrop. So it should grow better in that pot than the little one it was in. I thinned the zucchinis out there yesterday, and so I potted some of them up just to give them a chance to live. Here's 3 of them right here. Of course, they don't look super after transplanting them. Those are that one's I think that needs some water for one thing. It's probably the problem. I gave it a little bit, but I think a lot of it just ran straight through. I think the other ones are probably okay, all the other plants, but these being in new pots, they won't have enough water. Okay, we'll see how they do. I bought some compost and manure yesterday. I'm going to be putting that around those plants that are having trouble in the Garden of Charity. There's only something like $2.27 a bag at Walmart. So that's not bad. Everybody here is looking good. That little tomato's really starting to grow. So I'm glad. Boy, this tomato's getting big right here. There's 3 on this one. And there's 1 on this one. Right down there. And there's a new bloom there. Man, they're growing every day. Just major. They've grown since yesterday. The rainwater really helps. They really love the rainwater compared to tap water. I was seeing there was a place here. This needs to go. Oh no, it is inside, thank goodness. But that one needs to go in there. There we go. Yeah, these are going crazy. Well, some spider's been making a nest on the inside of this trellis here. There it is, look at it. I don't know if you can see it or not. Well, maybe it'll eat some of the bugs. It's pretty smart though. It's made it a web all inside of there. Boy, those beans are growing. They're not halfway up, but they will be soon halfway. I can see I'm probably going to have to cut back right there some branches so that one will get enough sun, that banana pepper. And here's the snow peas. Let's see, what can I do with that? See if it'll grab a hold. Like that, maybe. That's funny, none of those that I planted the second time came up. But, as I said, this will be plenty. This will all grow. Rabbit. There we go. Those will grow enough. Last year's were real aggressive. And the rain knocked down almost probably half of these onions. They were all knocked over. And I pushed dirt up against them. I guess it was the rain. Either that or something was walking around in these. Just smashed them, as you can see. Look, there's some been eaten right there. I don't know what would eat them. This is a good sign of this soil. There's little mushrooms growing there. Yeah, I'll need to do something about that right there. It's covering up that banana pepper. I'll fix that later today. Boy, these two cucumbers are really going crazy. These are starting to look better here. I'll try to hook that around there like that. Look at this one. It's really doing good. Let's put that there like that, maybe. And that like that. There's a nice, getting to be nice size of crimson reds. Radishes are doing good. Some of the carrots are getting kind of covered up here. That one's smashed. I'll have to get these leaves off of them. There we go. This one's in the way. It won't hurt them. There we go. There's a couple more over here. I'll need to pinch off. You can eat these tops if you want to. I'll have to get that one. It's a little better. See the mushrooms here? Yeah, well, that's a carrot there. Can't let them cover, other things up and block their sun. Okay. These here that aren't growing very tall, I've figured out one reason why is because they're a patio. And these two here are also, they're patio, best for patio. So they probably don't grow very, very tall. So that's one reason they're not growing that big. Everything looks perkier though, since I gave it the Miracle Grow. Y'all have been looking at this every morning. You can see But that's looking a little bit better there. And you can see where I thinned these zucchini. I left 2 in the places that they were still kind of small so that I can pick from which one I want to leave. But a couple of them look okay. These look, this looks a lot better here, and these look a little bit better since I gave them some Miracle Grow. Hi, birdies. So I give us some more food. They can get plenty out of that cylinder. These are really growing up here, up this way. All in all, everything's doing pretty good. I must say these look a little bit better. Not necessarily greener, but once I put that compost, I'm just going to dig around them. I'm not necessarily going to dig them up. Dig around them and put some of that compost and manure. Because I've had we put a lot of manure in this one and some in that one, and they're both doing good, but I don't think I think I just had a teeny bit that I had left over in the bag I threw in that one. So that may be the difference, is the manure. And of course the compost would be good too. It ain't over yet. We're gonna have to fix them up to where they do better. Not ready to give up on them plants. I'll get them going. That okra is looking a little better down there. Beautiful day. I don't see any clouds. I don't see where the 20% chance of rain comes in. Some more of the cornflowers have been cut. You see them down there. I don't know. That's what they do. There's another one. Just keep throwing them down in here. They'll reseed. Here's stump flowers. Right here, they're just growing slow for some reason. Pull this back a little. From these. Give them a chance to grow before they get covered up. Here's some nice little plants down here. These are. That's those ones that's out there at the rock. Okay, I'll hang in there. Grow. Some of these are just plain out. I'm gonna have to come out here and work on these a little bit. It's hard to keep up with there's so many of them. The ones that are dying. I would save them, but I got so many of them. I got a whole sack of them. I mean, a big old tub in there of them. Uh-oh. getting buzzed by a bee. Yeah, these seeds that I put in here, they just didn't have enough light. They're surrounded by all these other plants, so I guess this is it. That's what's gonna grow here this year. I might come out here later and work on this a little bit more. All right. That's enough, I guess, for now. Yeah, cleaned her up a little. Still a few more dead ones on here. I think more of this is going to grow on this foxglove. It looks like these are new blooms. I think that one comes back, you know, every year. We call that a annual. Yard still looks good. So it should be okay for a while. There's that one bird, it's up there right now that sings a lot. It's here every day. Right there on the... Oh, you can see how much better just the primer looks on this. I'll show you a little bit of the progress here. You remember me showing you all this where it was all the paint was peeling off and everything. Now that's just primer. You still got to do it with the... Anyway, it looks really good. That window looks better. Of course, it's got a bird hit that window is what busted it. I'll count the rest of this as my walking. He's done around that one. Around the window frame. He did a little bit here. He scraped all this. Still, I need to have something done about this porch, so. But I don't think I'll have enough money after he paints the house. I'll have to do that some other time. He's been working over here some on this bay window. It looks a lot better. I've shown you all this. This hole here. This is where we had an air conditioner in this window, and it was leaking water inside of the window, and it somehow puddled up over here and just ruined pieces of that wood. And he filled it in with something. I don't know if he's still going to put something else on it or not, but that looks much better than it did. I don't know what I can do about this window. I don't know how in the world this stuff is on the inside. And this is a double pane, you know, there's this here and this. This would have to be taken off to clean. That would be a major job, but it needs it. So that might be something for the future. You need a couple people for sure. That's such a big glass. I mean, it'd have to be taken off and cleaned. That's the only way. Only way it's gonna work. Oh, that one's a little bit loose. Okay. And of course he worked down there, painted the basement, primed the basement door. He's doing all the prep work before he does the finishing coat. But starting to shape up. And of course in here, did all this primer. It looks much better. Much better. I've been wanting to do this for several years, just didn't have enough money, and hadn't even bought the paint yet. That's going to be very expensive to get any, decent. You want to get decent paint, or it's not going to last. Some of that stuff is $40 a gallon and up. That's crazy high. Okay. Today's thumbnail is that Hormel chicken and gravy that I got down here at Grocery Outlet cheap. I got about 3 of them frozen too. And roasted Hormel roasted garlic mashed potatoes. And then I just got a can of carrots and put some honey and cinnamon in them and boiled them for a little bit, and they were really good. And that's, instead of putting a bunch of brown sugar in there and butter, I just put the honey and cinnamon, and that was probably a lot less calories and better for you. I'll have a Walmart. I bought a haul today. It's not all Ibotta stuff, but we also had the $25 credit for healthy food benefits. So we saved $25 in the produce and things that were qualified for it. And then I saved another, I think it was $11 and some from Ibotta. And then I had a little bit already in Ibotta, so then once that went in, I had $25 that I was able to withdraw. And I went through PayPal because it's faster. It's just cost me 26 cents, I think, or 22 or something like that. And so that went right in my account. So basically I got $50 off that order. So I'll have that haul today. I had too much going on, so I'll send it out today. And I'm either going to do Ask My Tablet or a show and tell. A show and tell of what I'm going to call my car picnic and emergency kit. Because we've been doing a lot of car picnics lately, especially when we take Logan to therapy and we're sitting out there, and we don't want to go and get, cheeseburgers at McDonald's or something at Taco Bell or hot dogs at the Roadrunner or whatever. We're just going to try not to have to spend any money much. And I've got items in there, and I also got items for emergency things that might come up in my kit that I put together. And I think it's a good thing. It would be a good thing for anyone to have in the trunk of your car. Or, usually there's no more than 3 of us in the car, so I'm going to have it in the seat, in the back. It's not a very big box, you'll see. But it's got a lot of important stuff in it and some cool stuff for our car picnics. So let me know if you'd be interested in that too. I mean, like I said, you can't be too prepared. I don't know of such a thing. You should try to be prepared for any situation as best as possible. And today's question is, I was talking about carrots. Do you like carrots? I've got some grown, and they actually think they're going to have a chance, like I was showing you, because of the forks. Oh, I don't know if I told you, but there was a squirrel that got on top of the last bed, the newest bed. It got up on the side of it. I think it was a squirrel. Yeah, and it looked down in there, and then it just kind of looked around, and then it looked back up, and then it took off. So I wish I'd have had that on film to show that that's working. I haven't had one incident. I had one where it looked like something tried to jump in there, and then it must have jumped right back out. And I've also got cuts all over my fingers from pulling up weeds and stuff around them. Those little things are sharp. Those little fork ends are sharp. It looks like Kitty's got a hold of me, but it's not. It's from the forks out there. I hit one with my finger so hard I broke the little piece off of it. Anyway, let's see. Is there anything else before I do today's tidbits? Let me get this thing. Oh no, I don't think I've turned this on yet. It's not even on, period. I should have got it ready. You can hear it trying to do something. But it's a beautiful day. I don't know what all we're going to get into. I might just do some things around here. What is today? Saturday. Okay. You'll have to. Now, I'm pretty happy with the progress, on the garden. It's still doing its thing, I believe. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. Reason for mysterious earthquake lights. There have been many reports about the mysterious flashes of light both before and during earthquakes. Lab experiments suggest that such lights might originate due to the buildup of activated electrical charges in the ground surrounding geological faults when certain rocks get stressed. New York causes most building pollution in the U.S. A study, a decade of the U.S. energy mix transitioning away from coal, found that pollution from fuel combustion in residential and commercial buildings is the highest in New York. Other than climate crisis, fuel combustion also contributes to poor air quality, which results in adverse health impacts, including premature deaths. Ugh. Okay. Mariana Trench, Earth's deepest spot. The Mariana Trench is a crescent-shaped trench in the western Pacific east of the Mariana Islands. It has a maximum depth of 11,034 meters, around 7 miles, and is almost 5 times wider than it is deep. Wow. It is known to contain the deepest points on Earth and is deeper than the tallest Mount Everest. Wow, that's crazy. Pamukkale, Turkey's cotton castle. Pamukkale, which means cotton castle in Turkish, is a natural site in Denizli, Turkey. The name refers to the shimmering snow-white limestone surface shaped over millennia by calcite-rich springs. The flowing water springs, rich in carbonate minerals, are also famous for healing properties. The Dust Bowl of the 1930s. Dust Bowl was the name given to the drought-stricken southern plains region of the U.S. that endured severe dust storms during the 1930s. It significantly damaged the region's ecology and agriculture, and its impact was felt all over the U.S. Regular rainfall finally brought an end to Dust Bowl by 1939. Yeah, that did ruin a lot of people. A common misconception about summer heat stress. Heat stress is caused by exposure to high temperatures, which is especially dangerous for athletes. Measuring heat stress is often confused with the heat index, which considers temperature and humidity, but it is determined using the wet bulb globe temperature, which analyzes temperature, humidity, wind speed, sun angle, and cloud cover. Sounds technical there. Antarctica volcanoes could make Earth uninhabitable. Researchers across the globe have discovered that the unruined parts of Antarctica will be the center of the world's chaos, as they have many capable volcanoes. They have also warned that if one dormant volcano found beneath the frozen layer burst, others could destabilize, making the Earth uninhabitable. Little known facts about snow. All snowflakes are not symmetrical or six-pointed stellar dendrites as in photos. They are mostly imperfect with one or more mist arms. Snow also serves the purpose of water. People drink snowmelt water and get power from electrical turbines turned by snow water in some areas. A typical snowpack is at least 50% air. Cool. The fascinating science of flying a glider. Flying a glider, also called sailplanes, is a fun sport, but the pilot needs to have good knowledge of physics, aerodynamics, and more. Gliders are lightweight and depend on air movement and heat to fly instead of an engine. Students as young as 14-year-olds can fly gliders with certification from Federal Aviation Administration. And lastly, star jelly, what is it? Reports of globular blobs falling from the sky and plopping into fields and meadows date back to the 14th century. Named as star jelly, these gelatinous substances appear grayish-white or translucent and evaporate shortly. Though there are many speculations, science has not confirmed anything yet. It's pretty weird. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's tidbits. That's going to be it for it, and that's going to be it for this morning's coffee break. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you later on. God bless.